Look everybody! It's Brussels! Hooray for Brussels! Are we going to liberate it? No, it's not even the option to do that. Maybe it wasn't even a city-state. I think it probably wasn't even a city-state. That's fine, let's keep it. That's a 15 pop city. Oh, you know what that means? Loyalty pressure. Oh yeah, look at this. The 2 remaining Netherlands cities, 1, 2. You've got this French city, Strasbourg. Paris is now flipping. Orleans, Poitiers. You know what? Actually, this is ridiculous. Even Frankfurt and Hamburg are beginning to... I've got no right to be taking Frankfurt, but for whatever reason, the Eleanor of Aquitaine ability always seems to sort of step over a city or two. I love this. This is such a fun playthrough. I was joking about Amani not really doing much, but you know what? Sod it. Let's stick her in. Stick her right in. Interestingly, the city is only 1 population away from being able to put a theatre square in there, so I'm going to immediately treat it to a theatre. I think that's definitely a good thing to do. A sewer? Actually, the extra housing will let that thing grow. That's pretty handy. We'll get some extra food in there. Okay, 70 turns until it grows. It may take a little while to make this city grow, but that's fine. What about shipyard? Does that do +1 food, +2 production? I mean, maybe a little bit. An aquatic centre, now that's quite fun. If we stick an aquatic centre in, that'll give me loads of amenities. That'll help all of these cities stay happy. You know what? Sod it. We're doing it. I love it. We've also got ourselves a new great writer. France Sucks has got a National History Museum. Now this is going to be hilarious. But before we buy too many of those things then, I think I'm just going to go and see what we can buy from Russia quickly. Yeah, they're playing hard to get. They just want raw money at the moment. Maybe I shouldn't have spent all my money. Never mind. We'll save up. Next turn, we'll pop in and see what we can get. In the meantime, just keeping an eye on all of these cities that maybe are not as sort of, well, the great works are not in the places they should be. So we're just going to move everything south and just really fill it all up. Oh, this is good. Market economy gives me more root. Gold? Lovely. Oh, yes. Hopefully my roots are going to give me... Oh, yeah, look at that. 890 gold. The most important thing is just to flood my empire with gold because Russia love it. They will literally sell me anything right now. Advanced flight. Duisburg has now flipped. You can tell it's just immediately flipped because all of these Dutch units are still there. Brilliant. Why is everything on fire? Everything shouldn't be on fire. This is not a normal thing. Oh, dear. You know what, weirdly, I think I'm actually saving this city from some sort of certain war. Let's rename our cities. Penistone, you know, that's a normal name for a place. This one made me laugh. Ripley. What part of the name Ripley do you not think is a believable name? I've actually been there. It's in Yorkshire. It's lovely. They do really good ice cream. And Shaftesbury. That's a good name, that one. I like that. Anyway, our religion. Why is our religion not spreading? Goodness me, we need to get this religion in. I mean, nobody remembers who Scotland were, but it's important that people know that Scotland sucks. Do you know what I mean? Like, screw you, Scotland. It's a message that needs to be spread throughout the ages. Here we go, the money comes out and they want to play. 2 great works of music and 3 great works of writing. Oh yeah, fill it up. Fill up my empire. It's all going good. Hey, France killed Geneva. Oh, why did you do that? Terrible. Terrible. Maybe I should liberate it. That'll make everybody love me again. I mean, most people should love me. They're beginning to forget the horrendous things I've done against Scotland. Nobody really cares about that anymore. Give it 10 turns. I mean, who even was Scotland? I'm almost entirely sure that Scotland didn't exist ever. Keep City? What? Where's this? Oh, I took Cardiff. Cardiff was unified. Wales is mine. Wales thinks it can get its independence from me. No, that wouldn't be a true English playthrough with it. Now, Armagh is the next one. Oh dear, this is going to be a tougher one to flip, but wait, it's not like we're not getting enough great people. We should be good. Oh, Nobel. Actually, Nobel's good because he helps me to recruit more great writers later in the game. So yes, I'll take that. Sure. What do you mean great people is becoming a problem? Only this is like one guy. Ugh. Carthage is just so difficult to please. Typically, global warming happened like just as I was about to finish a set of walls. in various places, so luckily my military engineers are here to just sort of like charge these through. But this one, like much Wenlock, that's really struggling to get everybody on board here. Amsterdam is sinking at a rapid rate. Come on, you can finish this off. Come in, do it. Do it. 3 turns. Amsterdam is flooding quicker than I can put the walls up, please. Just do it. I mean, we haven't actually checked in on how we're doing overall. Germany and Russia are probably the 2 strongest civs in this game at the moment. They're the ones with 250 science. I've got 250 science now, which is good, but Germany's on 51 techs, I'm on 48. We're not actually far behind. Spain's doing pretty well, Rome's doing pretty well. Our loyalty is going to really start to make a pressure on. Obviously France was doing really well, but now not so much. Culturally, Russia is still strongest, but we are beginning to eat into their culture quite a lot by absorbing France, who are very cultural, and then also, you know, we're buying all of the great works, which is quite cool. An unmet player, though, is going to space, as is Spain. Gotta keep an eye on that. I might have to make sure that I go to space before they do, because, you know, what's the point of playing this game if we don't actually end up winning? 900 gold for 5 more great works of writing? That's pretty cool. In fact, actually, if I just increase this a little bit, can I get 2 great works of art in there? I can. What about a 3rd piece? Oh no, I think I'm going to be pushing it a little too far. You know, actually, no, some aluminium, they'll do that. So that's 2 great works of art, no, 3 great works of art, and 5 works of writing. Oh, Russia. Just for a bit of gold, you're willing to just, like, sell away your entire cultural heritage. I mean, don't get me wrong, brilliant, love it, really handy. But still. Oh no, the Netherlands is out. That's a shame. In fact, actually, it's the double whammy turn. So this is the city that flipped. But we also have this one, Polteur. Annoyingly, we are taking at the moment every single French city without a theatre square. Like, specifically, they're just giving to me one by one without a theatre square. Luckily, Strasbourg, Paris, Orleans, all 3 of those have a theatre square. So once I get those 3, I can just move all my great works down. And loyalty-wise, it's not going to take long. Paris is now falling at -14. Orleans is -23. Okay, well, that's pretty good, actually. I'm not going to lie. And then Frankfurt's beginning to fall now. Okay, this is good. But what I'm doing, I'll keep these cities, obviously this is good. Gives me all the era score I could need. But what I'm doing is these trade routes are coming out of these new cities here, Ripley, Shaftesbury, and I'm building theatre squares there as soon as I can, as soon as the housing allows it. This is the problem, like I'm having to build sewers and all kinds of things to be able to like fit this stuff in, but once it's going to come in, it's going to be fine. Oh, Catherine de' Medici has captured Geneva. Am I going to put that through? No, I am not. Well, I can't actually physically put it through. It's impossible for me to do it, but I'm still not going to, because I don't want to get involved, because I'm just gobbling up France as it is. You see, here we go. It's building the theatre squares. As soon as these things can get put in, and these traders, don't forget, I've got trade routes I can send to Germany for like 9 production right now. As soon as those things come through, oh, the loyalty is just it's gonna be like a juggernaut. Oh, Amsterdam is safe. Yes. Okay, that's good. Fix the lighthouse, and then it's a theatre square. Yet another one. I've never known why the computer's just happy to sell their great works so much. I guess that's why they're always asking to buy them from players. At least they're consistent about it, but it just feels weird. My little scout drone's doing really good as well. Onwards! Off you go! The era score I'm getting from all of this is just delightful. How many turns have I got? 7 turns to get Golden Age, that's fine. Orleans has fallen, and unlike the rest of them, Orleans actually has not only an amphitheatre, but it's also got all the way up to a broadcast centre, and all these things are totally free. That's going to be another -6 loyalty pressure in the area. Like all of these cities, Orleans is going to start to hit, including Paris and Strasbourg, which are the 2 that are really going to start shunting this. So now we need to really treat ourselves to every single great work we're going to be able to get from Russia. Come on, give them to us. Here we go. 2 writing, 3 art, and 1 music. That should, in theory, fill up my new city. Well, it would if it knew to actually, like, put them in the right places. It's amazing how, like, Not sensible it is. Oh look, it's wonderful. Let's put it into Crudwell instead. God's sake, got to keep an eye on this stuff. Terrible. But there we go. I mean, we've still got a couple of slots for various. I've got one great music slot. Writing, I've got one slot as well. I've got a 3 art museum. But really, we are like almost full to capacity right now. This is lovely. Really, really good. In fact, actually, Orleans, why don't you treat us to a couple of bread and circuses just to really put the pressure on? Don't forget, the reason I'm shoving all these routes to Berlin is not only are they my ally, but I want to pump this city up as much as I can. Loyalty pressure only goes so much on population. You can only get to plus 20, so the fact that this city's huge doesn't really make a difference. This is what will get it, the other effects. So once Berlin flips, I want it to be as big as possible so it can be as useful as possible. And I can use it to take more cities. Like, I don't know, it just, to me, it makes sense. The bigger the city, the more flush it is, the more stuff I get from taking it over. Lovely. I was actually worrying about whether Germany would be a bit of a roadblock here because they don't have any theatre squares, but they do. If I just, like, show you this, 1, 2, 3, 4 theatre squares that I can see just in those 4 cities. In fact, actually, I would hazard to say that, okay, not all of the southern cities don't have them, but like the northern cities all pretty much do. That's really handy. I might actually be able to take Germany at this rate. Oh no, my capital's flooded. Oops. Yeah, look at that. That one city flip. And like all of these are now beginning to fall. This is brilliant. Oh, it's like it's like an avalanche starting. Once you stop it, or once you start it, I should say, it's very difficult to stop. Especially when the beast keeps getting fed and fed and fed. Oh, I see I've reached my limit now. Yes, give me all your books of writing. Gilgamesh, you know the deal. Honoured to meet you. Exchange information on capitals, yes. That's lovely. And then we'll declare friends with them immediately. And Scythia as well. Normally Scythia are pretty good allies. That's pretty good. Right, let's have a look. My troops are merely passing by. Look, the reason my troops are on your border, Rome, is because we now share a huge border. That's all it is. Go on, Gilgamesh. Be my friend, be my friend. Yay, I knew they'd be my friend. In fact, Rome will be my friend now. Look, there we go. Stop worrying about it. In fact, look, nobody's got any grievances with me. Oh, 2 grievances against me. Oh, sorry. People have literally almost forgotten Scotland already. This is wonderful. And Paris. Paris has fallen. Oh, this is exciting. Did it leave me any great pieces of work? Oh, it did. That's some interesting. Stone tablet, fresco. Okay, so it looks like Paris had a little bit of stuff in it. Let's have a look. So the musical space is free, the books are free, but the art is full. Okay, interesting. Right, well we need a bit more writing and a bit more music then. That's Russia out of art now. I've literally taken every single one of their great works from them. You don't need that, Georgia. No. Egypt, you don't need this either. Or this. But we reached the point where only Poland's got stuff now. That's really cool. No circumstances. Oh, I think we're actually pretty full on everything now. Yes, lovely. Right, so we've got more space. I think we've used all of our space for writing. I think writing is the best thing to put in that National History Museum. We've got everything full here. Everything full except from Galway Girl, blah, 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 which I have to say does tickle me still. I think, oh, God, that song was so annoying. They literally were playing it so loudly. But now that Paris has fallen, every single French city is now in a state of absolute anarchy. Strasbourg will fall next turn. Every other city will fall within 2 or 3 turns. Even Frankfurt is really starting to put the pressure on now. So, Paris, do your thing. Do your thing and spread the good news. In fact, actually, bread and circuses. Yeah, let's do a couple of those. I don't like the look of what you've been up to. Really, France? I wonder what that is, eh? Oh, look, another one of your cities. Oh, what coincidence. Spain, stop it now. We don't need Major Heart here. Ugh, terrible band. This just makes me so happy, though. Like, I just have to, like, every time I look at the loyalty screen, I have to go in and just remind myself which cities I'm looking at and which ones I'm not. Otherwise, I just get too much information. But, oh, yeah, look at that, Frankfurt. Oh, that's a big old jump there. No Roman cities have started to flip just yet, or Spanish cities, but we'll get there. So, more importantly, Strasbourg has itself an empty amphitheatre, art museum and broadcast centre. Now, the reason I'd left a lot of great works up here is because Omar is still whittling away, but look, it's now starting to go pretty damn quick. We just need to keep an eye on it and make sure that we actually use all our stuff as we need to. Oh look, 2 technologies. Grace Hooper, oh lovely. I bet if I use her, I'll get plastics. Yeah, I got bloody plastics, didn't I? Telecommunications, plastics, arse. I knew I should have waited a turn. You can see I'm really min-maxing the science game on this one. Oh, space race construction, though that is quite a good one. I will take that. You get yourself a builder. You've got a theatre square already. Let's go to Poland and see what we can buy. Oh, it's all still very cheap at the moment. That's loads of extra stuff. Brilliant. Let's just double check. It's all being put in Strasbourg. Where is my great things of writing? Yep, that's lovely. Music. That's also lovely. Art. Art, not so much. You can see that Biggleswade, Crudwell's still not very good. I need to actually start renaming the cities. The city-state is important for me to switch, but I don't need to, to focus on that one necessarily. Yeah, Cockermouth. We're gonna switch it from Cockermouth, as much as Cockermouth is a really good city for it, because it is putting some pressure on Omar. It's not what I need right now. How do you intend on growing your empire if you refuse to fight with your people? Well, like this? Globalization. Actually, this is really good. This means I should get loads of extra money from my trade routes. Where are you? E-commerce. Yes, 2 production, 5 gold from each trade route. Combined with market economy, that is a nice little thing there. Yeah, loads of gold. As I say, all of our policies we're just deliberately chucking in on the gold, because gold, well, I just use to buy great slots. It's very handy, actually. Theatre Square, population 10 or greater needed in this city. Well, we better get this city growing quickly. And I'm going to just put emissary in Omani. Loyalty issues. The religion is really starting to spread. It's important that people know that Scotland is a dick. I'm glad that message is finally getting out. We do need a couple more Inquisitors though, because the Romans are lurking around and they're really just being annoying with my religion. They're stopping me from just sort of being as free-blooded as I'd like. How's the loyalty getting on? Oh yeah. Okay, there's a minus 29, minus 32, minus 38. That's a good combination, that one. Lovely. Oh, I found where all the great art was. It was Sweden this whole time. Lovely. Extra pieces for me. Everyone is coming on side now. Look at this. Lovely. Replaceable parts. Social media. I mean, I could be pressing for a tourism victory. It would be easy enough to do, because everybody's just friendly with me now. Delightful. No one knows who Scotland is anymore. I just got 3 cities in one turn. So Dijon, Geneva, Troy. It's annoying it doesn't give me the option to 3 it back to being a city-state. Not that I would necessarily want to put it as a city-state, but it would be quite a cool tactic to be able to just sort of drop them in like that. Now, Geneva can build a theatre square. Yes, do it. I need all the cities that are possible to be building theatre squares right now. The traders will be coming in. I just need to send a trader to Geneva. Population of 7 or more for theatre square. That's good. Okay, wonderful. I think I might treat myself to a digital democracy. I mean, the synthetic technocracy is quite fun, but I think actually digital democracy, I always go for this one, I know, but the +2 immunities, yeah, that all just works so well. Just helps to boost you through the later stages of the game. It's really handy. 4 more pieces of art from Hungary. Thank you very much. Paradoxically, the citizens of France sucks are both incredibly proud of their city size, but also have never forgotten the fact that France sucks. I mean, again, wait until we just don't know who France are anymore. I mean, who then will suck? Difficult to tell. Frankfurt's ours, and interestingly, Frankfurt as well comes with a theatre square, with all of the trimmings in it. Right, Omar, how long has Omar got here? 4 turns up, because this is, I've got so many pieces of art up in the north here, working on Omar that just don't need to be working on it. Do you know what I mean? I just need to settle themselves down a little bit. Now, there's a theatre square that's almost down here, so I need to save, actually, my gold. I can't just be spending my gold willy-nilly. I've got to save for all the buildings to get this going, and I need Frankfurt to be working at the top of its game here. So you know what? Fine, let's start moving everything to Frankfurt. I love this jet-setting drone. Look at this guy, just parked here in the Sea of Azov. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but that's fine. And then we're just going to go, woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, I love the additional sight you get from drones. God, I wish you had like exploration units earlier in the game with that level of like visibility. It would make life a lot easier. I am relieved to see that your empire poses no threat to our... Oh my god. I mean, what the hell? What are you thinking? Next turn. I'll be taking your second to last city next turn. What is wrong with you, France? Oh my god, I love it. You know what? I actually respect that. I respect that. But you know what? They're like, yep, we're becoming part of you now. We don't even have to worry about you anymore. I love it. I love that attitude. Government unlocked. Democracy is a lovely one. Don't get me wrong. But digital democracy. Oh, now this is where all the fun is. So, Wisselbanken, Merchant Confederation, all of these are quite fun. How many envoys have we got? We've got one city-state, and that city-state's about to get destroyed. So, you know what? There's a couple of things there that are not going to make any difference, such as normally I would jump on International Space Agency, collective activism, but none of those are going to matter at all. So we're going to instead jump on cryptography, or containment, or rock bands. No, that'll be negative immunities. Can't be asked at that one. Cryptography, because I can't be asked for spies, full stop. Right, e-commerce, market economy, mercantile legacy, democratic legacy. All those are quite fun. We're going to go for, where is my route increase? Where's it gone? All the extra stuff for trade routes. Oh no, e-commerce and market economy, we've already got those. Oh, campus and adjacency, that's what I need to do. And then commercial hub and harbours. Lovely. Levy en masse was the only one we needed. Okay, so hopefully our gold should be nice and plump. 930 gold. That's okay. We've got a golden era now. We're going to do campus gives me extra production to arms, less grievances, bodyguards of lies. Wish we were here. None of this is very good. Should we just go for heartbeat of steam? I think extra production is never a bad thing, but I mean really, that's a bit boring. Oh, more great works though. Oh, it's so rare I actually get my own great works. Normally I'm just sort of fleecing them off people. So we go, Poitiers, otherwise known as Gateway to Spain. In comes the amphitheatre, and the art museum, and the broadcast centre. Lovely. I appreciate I just got rid of democracy, so that was really a terrible time to buy all that stuff, but never mind. And that's the most hilarious deal ever. Giving me books just for coal and niter? Yes, please. I like to think they just give me it because they want to burn the book, so they buy the coal and the niter just to make that fire extra special. Well, they are desperate. Desperate for coal. Oh, yes, please. That's it. I have bought every single great work in the game currently. So, all of these are just genuinely additions. Poitiers. Yep, I need to just move these down. I mean, look, I've got 99 great works at the moment. When you actually sit down and think about that, that's pretty good. And as we take pretty much the second to last city of France, of Avignon. Oh, we're just going to check in quickly. Look, Gilgamesh and Trajan are going to the moon, but Spain has already been to the moon. I need to be a little bit careful here. And loyalty pressure into Spain is tight. There is an opening. There is an opening here. Toulouse would be the one to have. And St. Etienne is going to be good. Avignon, Poitiers. I've got enough cities around here that I can really put some loyalty pressure on. But it's going to be tough because Gilgamesh I can't. Gilgamesh is ages away. I've just built rocketry myself. I can build a rocket and I can see if I can win that way. Culturally, I haven't really been bothering, to be honest, but I can switch up to that. I've now got 746 tourism per turn, so realistically, if I get open borders with everyone and start sending my trade routes out and get all the techs and civics to help boost that, I can pretty much, shoot myself through that stage of the game pretty quickly as well, which is the thing. Berlin, yeah, Germany are really pushing into a science victory now. But they won't last long because my loyalty pressure is really starting to ramp up now. They've got my plus 12. Yes, that looks tough. +9 looks quite tough as well, but Frankfurt, for instance, has only just come online. This city's just come online, this city's just come online, this city's just come online, this city's about to come online very soon. That's like +18 loyalty pressure. That's enough to start flipping Berlin. So Germany will go pretty quick. Not worried about that. Spain will go pretty quick. I'm happy. I think so far this game has gone really, really well. What I'm doing is I'm putting some loyalty pressure on Omar as well. I'm going to bread and circuses this. I just need to get rid of this one, and then we'll rename next time all my cities so that we know which cities are useless, and we'll start to send all my great work south. But look, I pretty much own the whole of France now. Delightful.